Does it work now? I think that works now. Fastest live chat ever. Yeah, so they had changed some settings or something with. I haven't done a live stream this way in a while. Is it not? I put it on public. There we go. Okay. Now people are. I think I got it situated. Hopefully it looks all right. Working better. Yeah, I haven't done a live stream with this format in a while, and they changed a few things. So I had to go in and to the settings real quick and make some adjustments. But I think I got it figured out. I gotten used to doing it the other way. So these watches I just opened. So those will be coming up on a unboxing video soon. Oh, Tennessee Mike, you can't mess with me like that, man. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's upside down now. What do I do? I don't know what's going on. Bean Boy's here. Let's see, Tim is here. Greg Woody's here. Nolan's here. Michael's here. Larry C's here. Chris YZ80's here. Brave Sailor's here. Floridian's here. Michael, Kevin, Wet Watches. Trying to catch everybody. Calico's here. Bean Boy, I already mentioned, I think. That's my Pennsylvania connection. Leslie's joining us. Thanks for joining us, Leslie. Hopefully everyone's doing well, and hopefully you guys are okay with this style of live stream. I just wanted to kind of kick it OG a little bit. I was doing the other one, and I just wanted to do this one. Let's see, Paul's checking in from Melbourne. Oscar's here. Mark is here from Baltimore. Michael's checking in. Oscar, let's see. Victoria by Drone says, what's that next to the Casio Man? Oversized square magnet. I'm not sure what you're asking about. The Zelos Bumblebee, been after one for a minute. Todd, this one right here will be for sale. Except for it won't focus. This guy right here will be for sale soon. So this will be, I'm going to be doing a massive sale. Probably like 100-ish watches. It's going to be multiple days. So buy more. Mark says he needs to sell more watches, buy more motorcycle stuff. What's with the Space X mirror? I don't know what you're talking. Oh, you're talking about this. This is a shell casing from airframe. Let's see. Next to the orange round black left. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's Uncle Seiko coaster. That's a G-Shock square patch. That's just a patch. I think this is what you're asking about, maybe? This is just like a G-Shock patch. I don't remember where I got this from. Somebody gifted me this. I can't remember if it was I don't know if it was from Homer or it might be from Adam. I think my buddy Adam gave it to me. And he was living in New York at the time. And if any of the New York resident guys, they know there's constantly events and special things going on all the time in the city. And you get just weird stuff like this that you can't get anywhere else. Well, he gifted me that and a few other things. So that was really cool. Michael checking in from the north side of Chicago. Thanks for joining this, Mike. Stainless. Is that a Marathon Navi 41? Yes, I just got this in today and unboxed it and made a little video. But yeah, I haven't even checked it out fully, to be honest with you. I set the time on it real quick. It's a no date. Jeffrey Archibald's checking in. So this thing's pretty cool. And Marathon being as cool as they are, they actually sent me a couple extra straps. So excited about the extra straps as well. I'm not sure how well this is going to focus, but I think it'll focus. It's kind of helping, with the autofocus, but we'll see. I'll do my best to try to get the depth and everything right. Fedora Gent checking in from San Francisco. He's my tour guide in San Francisco. MM10 says, let me know. Well, that's Mike. I picked that up at the New York Wind-Up show. I was actually excited to get that, with that being a new release, because I had picked up the resin one, and you can get these. They're just, they're selling like hotcakes. But I think, what are they, like $600 or something like that? Hello, Mr. Joe. Joe Smokes joining us. I'm trying to put this on. I'm not used to wearing nylon straps here. So, and Marathon does their straps a little bit different too, because the height of that first one prohibits the strap going back. So it actually wears like that, and I'm kind of starting to dig these. I really like this, actually, and I don't have any, other than the resin navigator, I don't have any tritium tube watches. So, alrighty, let's see. Is that a 7-inch wrist? Probably 7 1/4, something like that. Mitch Maddock is joining us from Austin, Texas. Mitch was just down at the Microlex show, and he picked up a couple of great watches down there. So Rio says, greetings, Random Rob from Los Angeles, California. Are you planning to return to visit your friend and vendor in Long Beach, California soon? I don't have any immediate planned trip to Mimo's in Long Beach. However, the Random Rob Notice collaboration limited edition Deep watch from Notice will be releasing in December, in Wes Cullen and I were talking about doing a launch party out there in the Long Beach area. So I could potentially be, to answer your question, I don't have anything hardcore planned, but I could potentially be in the Long Beach area next month, in about a month. But I will make that announcement if I do. What do you think of the SUF watch? Literally, I just opened this up, Scott. There's something about it. Like, for how small this watch is and how thin, it has a heft to it. It has a nice weight to it. So that, the way that registers in my monkey brain is, quality, right? Sometimes we equate weight with quality when it comes to watches. That's not always the case, but there's something about even looking at this one. There's some fine. I put my reading glasses on. I'm sorry, but and it's a little smudged up. I need to wipe it down, but yeah, the dial's a little bit nicer. If I can get this to focus, I don't know if it will. The dial's a little bit nicer. The blue on that seconds hand is nice. There's something about this watch. The finishing on the case construction. There's something about this watch, man. It's actually legit nice. I'm excited to do the video on that one. I'm liking the CWC. This one is another really cool watch. And check it out, in the Destro configuration. You don't see that very often. That's very cool. Tennessee Mike, yes, that is John's. Yeah, that's Long Island John. He's right there in the chat. So Calico actually sent this in. And man, CWC, these are fun. And this one hits the marks. It's a Destro, so it's, it's a unique watch for sure. That one's going to be a good pickup. Junior Johnson joining us from my home state of Michigan. I see a future tour with the left-hand side Borealis Estral. Excuse me one second. Let me show something to you, Fedora Gent. If I can find it. You are correct. There will be a tour with this watch right here, sir. Fedora Gent. A lot of people don't know this. Keep this on the down low, but all my watches have duplicates. So if I have one, I have more than one. Let that sink in. So just between you and I, don't tell everybody. Yeah, the Destro CWC is so cool. Let's see. It's a titanium that doesn't work. If it's titanium, it doesn't work. I don't know what you're saying there, Anonymous. Dupes, more love for the library. Christmas watch tours. Yeah, that is kind of a Christmas watch. Although that wasn't the intent. It was not supposed to be, you know, it's not the Christmas colors, just the Portugal colors is what it's supposed to be. So, and this is the prototype. This is the production model. So think about that, right? So production on the left, you can see the differences right there. So oftentimes when I show prototypes, you know, it's not quite all the way there yet, right? You can see the Arabics are a bolder print. The markers are a little bit bigger and bolder. The handset, the hour hand's a little bit larger. They made some subtle changes to it that really just kind of dialed it in, I think. So, well done. I really like this one. Very happy to add it to the collection. Sign up for Discord before all slots fill up. Reminders. Calico, thank you for sharing that. If somebody wants to look up, BM says, hello from downstate Michigan. What's the retail on the SUF? I don't know. Long Island John, it's actually his watch and he's in the group. So if somebody wants to Google that, I can't really look it up while I'm doing this. Otherwise, it would be too much of a distraction. But if somebody wants to look up the retail on the SUF, it does have the bracelet too. Mitch Maddock, yeah, you're the one that stimulated the tour for this one. And then right after we decided to do that, you got the shipping notice. So you'll have yours soon. That's very cool. These automatic. Scott says retail on the SUF is like 3 or 4K. That makes sense. When I pick it up, I'm like, it did not feel like a cheap watch either. So 3 or 4,000. That's a hefty price. Canadian Watch Monkey says Canadians love you, Rob. Hey, let all the other Canadians know that, because I've only been to Canada like I don't know, a handful of times. 6 times, dozen times, something like that. And I've had some opposition there, man. I've had some people that wanted to fight me there, and I was a younger kid at the time. Maybe I just had that look to me or something. I like the yellow black watch. Yeah, Oscar, that this one here, that, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Zelos black tip. Nope, it says Spearfish right on the dial. This is the Spearfish GMT. The other Zelos is the black tip. Where's that one? Oh, this is the black tip here. This is the Spearfish. Yeah, Greg with the knowledge. 3,300 for that guy. Wow. Best bacon in Canada. Everybody, happy Monday. James Duffy's here. How do the tours work? JP Seiko with a good question. How do the tours work? So if you are a member of the Random Rob Discord group, what happens is oftentimes when I get sent a watch for video reviews, say like this Borealis or a lot of other watches, after I do the video, what I do is I post up in the Discord. I will say, hey, yeah, John, go get the kids to bed. I will post up like a picture of this, and I'll be like, hey, who's interested in seeing the watch, who wants to do on the tour? So say there's like 150 people in there, because that's the max amount that I'm going to allow. Then everybody that's interested in it, say maybe like 20, 30, 40 people, they'll just type in. All they have to do is put in, and then Fedora Gent will actually do the drawing to select 10 of those people, and there's algorithms involved with that with regards to how often, to keep it fairly balanced with, who's getting on tours. And then those 10 people, the first person will get it. And then when that person's done checking it out for like a week, 4, 5, 6 days, then they ship it to the next person on the tour. And then so on and so forth until all 10 people have checked it out. And then the watch gets shipped back to me. Or if for some reason there was a few people that maybe didn't get selected in the 10, just so this is kind of like behind the scenes. A lot of people maybe don't realize this, but if somebody really wants to see the watch and it's in my library, for example, S. Campbell's was in the chat earlier, and he wanted to see my Notice Deep because he's trying to decide if he wants to purchase the Random Rob Notice Deep. Well, I literally just got the watch back and opened it up. I sent it to him for him to check out so he could check it out. That's all part of being in the Discord group, and you'll have those connections with individuals within the group where you might be able to check out a watch, share a watch, check out a watch, or certainly you can just reach out to me directly if it's a watch that's in the Random Rob library and you want to check it out. odds are I'm going to send you the watch as long as you're in good standing and you can check it out. So beyond the tours, there's that too. I haven't really like openly discussed that, but I reward the ambitious. And when people reach out to me asking to check something out, I typically will send that to them. Hopefully that answers your question about the tours. But to be able to have access to the tour, you must be a good standing paid founder member in the Random Rob Discord group. In order to do that, you will need to email to enter. Like if you want to enter, there's some spots available. If you want to enter, the email is randomrobreviews@gmail.com. That's it. That's some good tea. What's the black on the left? This one here, I'm assuming you're referencing. This is a Steinhardt Ocean 39. So it's a 39, yeah, tea. Look, it says tea right on the bottle. It's tea. This is an Steinhardt Ocean 39. So it's 39 millimeter. If I can get it to focus. Focus. It's actually titanium. Now that I handle it, this is actually titanium. And then this coating, I'm not sure what this coating is, but man, it looks durable. I don't know if this is Greg Woody's in the chat. So he might be able to help me out with that. But nice bezel action. I got to tell you, the earlier 39 millimeter, now those were stainless steel that I handled. Man, is this titanium? Yeah, it is. That has got to be one of the best 120 click bezels I've handled on a titanium watch. I have to do the review on this watch. This thing is actually really nice. And it's fun because it's like murdered out, like it's, or blacked out, whatever you want to call it, stealth mode. Greg and I have about the same size wrist. Let me put this on. This is a nice watch. Good score on this one, Greg. I know you sent it to me to sell, but this thing's pretty cool. Hey, my buddy Michael from way out west in Canada is chiming in. Thanks very much. Calico, it's 39 millimeter. It's a little on the small side, I think. So Scooter, it's this DLC too. Man, that's a killer watch. I don't know how much those cost from Steinhardt, but that's actually really nice. I like that. Hold on, I gotta reference this comment. Mitch says, was watching one of your lives, your old vids, Rob, from Facebook days. Love everyone pitches in tour, then raffle the watch to tour investors. Yeah, I kind of did things like that. It was a little different, so. Whizzle, yes, I'm definitely going to review that. I gotta squeeze that video in and get that done. Holy crap, what were we talking about? Oh, the Super Cub. So I had Haul Bikes is the company that's hauling the bike for me. And they picked it up at Exquisite, so it left Florida, and the last notification I got was it is headed to or in Oklahoma. So they have like these little spots where they'll offload the trailers and then, set up a new route for the next driver or whatever like that. So I potentially will have the bike maybe this week or next week. I don't know. So I'm hoping actually next week because I have the next week off. So that would be perfect timing wise. We'll see. Todd, you're asking about the Grand Seiko. This is also Long Island John's watch, and he just sent this in. And I have to say, I absolutely love these. These SBVG or something like that is the model number on them. There's a few different colorways. But honestly, this one right here, if I had the funds, you used to have one, Todd. That's awesome. If I had the funds, I would definitely swoop this up. I might have to negotiate some sort of terms with Long Island John. I have yet to own a Grand Seiko, and I have to tell you, this one right here, I'm completely smitten with. Absolutely smitten with it. So what size is it? It is, let's check it out, Fedora Gent. I know it's on a little bit larger side, and that's why it probably appeals to me. So it's nearly 40 millimeter. It's 39.9, so it's almost 40 mil. And then the lug to lug is roughly 47 mil. And then the thickness is just over 12. And then, of course, the lug width is going to be 20. So basically, I mean, you can kind of call it basically like a 40 by 47. But with the angles of the case and everything, it's very masculine looking. And unlike most Seikos and Grand Seikos where they tend to wear more comfortable or smaller, this one actually wears its size. Let me show you on my wrist. I mean, this thing is just perfect on wrist. Yeah, great dimensions. I agree, Tennessee Mike. And as soon as I put it on, it's like perfect. What is the gray dial, gray strap watch on the table? Gray dial, gray strap. This is a SUF, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier, Paul. I think Greg and a few other people said that it retails around $3,300. So I don't know what they do on the secondary market, but I gotta say, like, I'm actually impressed with this. Now it has a really nice bracelet too. Unfortunately, butterfly clasp, but this thing on this strap is actually probably very comfortable. It's a very nice watch. I don't know what they do on the secondary market. I don't know anything about them regarding that aspect. So I'm assuming, because I don't know. I don't even want to speculate. I'm guessing they don't do extremely well in the secondary market. I could be wrong, but dang it, I like this Grand Seiko. I might be buying a boat, guys. I gotta sell some watches. Yikes. Yeah, hey, MM10. Maybe that marathon is for sale. I gotta figure some stuff out. JP says, do the Discord flippers like package deals, single buys, one hard price, or offer bargaining trades? How is the easiest way to make offers? So in the Discord group, when it comes to the Flippers Paradise, the structure typically is like you would post up a watch for sale, and you would ideally you'd put a really good price on there because you're also selling to trusted buyers. So the transaction is very fluid, very organic, and very simple with a trust between the buyer and seller. So if any of that trust is ever upset, then that will obviously get addressed. And it has been addressed in the past. There's been people that have been removed from the Discord because of, bad transactions. We can't have that in there. It needs to be trusted people only. So the Flippers Paradise is a great tool to have in there. And Tennessee Mike has pointed out, he's traded a ton of times. There's always those trades. And I've even done it. You'll see somebody post up, say, whatever. Say somebody's, like, you see Greg Wood post up his Titoni, if that's how you say it, and it's a new watch for him, and it's not for sale, but Greg's a serial flipper, like a lot of us are on there, and you see him post up this wrist shot, and you instantly go like, I want that watch. You don't even have to wait for it to go on Flippers Paradise. You just send Greg a message and go like, hey, if you ever want to sell that watch, let me know. And odds are, when you say that to a serial flipper, they're going to sell you that watch. That's just the way it works, unless they're absolutely in love with the watch and it's a keeper somehow. But typically serial flippers, when somebody expresses interest in the watch, they're going to let it go. So a lot of these deals, I know for a fact, happen even outside of flippers. It just happens with somebody posting a wrist shot and somebody goes, that's sweet. Would you sell it to me? And they do. So good people all the way around, totally trusted sellers so far, but I know we're going to have new people coming in there and they need to be tested. So we need to confirm that they're good. Sam's Dad Mustache Wax. Is that the automatic brew metric on the table? It is. It is indeed. Has a little port window on the back so you can see the rotor in the inner workings. The escapement is what's really right behind there until the rotor blocks it. Non-butterfly clasp. I actually like that. Thank you, Brew, for doing that. So here it is. A little smudged up. There it is on my wrist. Actually wears pretty good. So Greg actually sent this in too. Yeah, serial flippers are typically good people to buy watches from because oftentimes they have massive collections and they don't even get a chance to wear half the watches they. It's almost as good as buying a watch from like a watch YouTube review channel that like legit never even wears the freaking watch. They just like do the video on it and then they sell it usually for less than the retail value. So it's definitely a great place to. If you're a flipper and you want to experience things, it's a great place to be. Plus, you get all the tours. What is the build quality on the Brew Watch? Listen, Brew Watch is a great brand, and the owner is super cool. Always fun to meet. I think for their price points, it would be hard pressed to beat the value. Definitely in the quartz ones. I really like the quartz square, more traditional brew type watch when you think of it. Yeah, like Anonymous Watch Guy, he's in the chat here and he says, most of the watches I sell are minty fresh. That's a perfect example there too, where Anonymous has a very large watch collection and he does videos as well on watches. So oftentimes his watches don't even really get worn, or if they do, they're very gentle, and then he sells them at a deal. So he's a good buyer as well, or a good seller to buy from, rather. Orange dial to the right. This guy here, I don't know anything about this brand, Nick. Greg Woody sent it in. I don't know why my focus isn't. I guess I can focus that way, kind of. Is it Titoni? But it is a COSC. What does it say on the dial? I can't read it. We got to move these hands out of the way. It's a COSC movement. It has a beautiful orange dial. I think there's only 100 of these. So it says like 1 of 100. It's not actually numbered, but C-Scoper, 300 meter chronometer. And that little logo right there, where's my pointer finger thing? Over there. Why is it way over there? This little logo thing right here, that's actually an applied logo. That's actually pretty cool. Solid case back, nice rubber strap. It's a little bit on the larger side. It's not a small watch. It's about 41 and a half, 52 lug to lug. That's what I'm noticing. It has a longer lug to lug, but it's still pretty thin. Very cool watch. It balances out nice. Sensor covered up. I don't know what's going on. Is the sensor covered up? I don't have anything covered up. Those are limited edition, yes. Guilty of having minty watches. I never wear. Sale coming after New Year. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of. Heck, I got. I probably showed this before, but I have piles of watches. I'm not going to move the camera and show you, but the sale I have coming up. So it is the beginning of. I guess it'd be this weekend. This coming up Sunday. We'll see. I might have some plans, but the week coming up to Thanksgiving, I'm going to have like 3 days in a row where I'm going to be selling like 34 watches. It's going to be like 100 watches for sale. Pretty much all of these, with the exception of a couple. And then I have like cubbies behind me full, and I have more watches coming in. So a ton of watches for sale coming up soon. The reason I bring that up is you want to join the Discord group, because the Discord group gets early access to the Sunday Fun Day. So like if you're not in the Discord group, you say you're one of the 105 people watching right now, and you're not in the Discord group, and when I post up the Sunday Fun Day and you want to get access to those, and it gets posted up and you're like, wait, how did like 10 of those already sell that quick? Well, it's because the Discord group has already been looking at that Sunday Fun Day for like an hour. They've already bought those. So, oh my goodness, Dirk Diggler, what are you talking about? Let me help you out there, buddy. Boom, there you go. You're welcome. Let's see. think you need 12 days of Christmas watch sale too. That might happen. That might happen. Got to score some Q watch cases at the Austin Microlux. Great watch case and stand. That's pretty cool. What is the most you would pay for a watch with a seagull movement? There's a bunch of other seagull movements, but I don't know, $200-300 maybe, somewhere in there. That should be a pretty inexpensive watch already. However, I do realize that the what's that one that's always getting sold out right away? I don't know. My collection is drying up. Manny, Mr. LT, any news on the Visitor in Visitor, Rob? Any new releases? Yeah, so Visitor Watch has been working on a Mark, thank you, Studio Underdog. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. But yeah, what do you call it? Visitor Watch has been working on a mostly made in Indiana watch. So like, I think the case, I'm not 100% sure. He just actually posted up on Instagram. He's doing a charity watch, and it's a one of one, but they're working on, yes, anonymous, the Vale Park is coming soon. And the Vale Park, in case you guys didn't know, go look that up from Visitor Watch. It's an awesome watch. As soon as those actually go back into production, I'll probably end up picking one up. Obviously, I'm not going to do the charity one because I'm not going to compete with people that are donating to charity. I just want to buy the watch. I have the Dune Shore Shallows. I'll show you that one. Hold on. I have to find it. Here it is. So I have the Dune Shore Shallows, and I put it on a strap habit, FKM camouflage rubber. Oh, I didn't show you guys that either. I got to tell you that. But the Visitor watches, they kind of have a vibe to them, right? The overall look. And you can get the Linden right now, and you can get these Dune Shores. But also, and I haven't really shared this too much, this guy here, see the camo orange? And I know Dane will like this. He's not on the chat right now. But the digital camo rubber FKM orange rubber strap from Strap Habit is a limited edition. There's only 100 of these, and I know some people are probably like, thank God, why'd you make so many? But we can't see it. But on the clasp, I'll do a full video on it. But there's only 100 of these. They're 20 millimeter, and when they're gone, they're gone. That's it. So that's a little collab I did with Strap Habit. So yeah, they're pretty cool. You can go over his site right now. You can, it's on there. You can buy them. I just haven't done the video yet on them. Strap Habit is the official strap of the Random Rob channel. I have so many of those straps. It's bonkers. It's so crazy. I absolutely love them. Yeah, and even in video, like, I have to point out, like, I hate to point it out too much, but like the gray, when it printed on the orange, it almost has a little bit of a plum or violet look to it. It is less gray than on this. But on certain watches, it just really works. On some, it doesn't, but, and I have 50 of them. Not quite 50, but I have a fair share of them. That's for sure, Mike. I wear these orange camo straps a lot, and then to have the digital ones. And then they have, like, it's like a little Easter egg on the clasp with my RR on there. Yeah, right, Mark. Let's see. I saw them when I was cruising the Strap Habit. Yeah, he put them on there a while ago, Todd, so I don't know if any of them are selling yet. But I got to do the full video on them, and then we'll see how they go. Those straps are awesome. Do they make that in red and black? Yes, Paul, they do. Hold on. They make it in red and black, just like this. So I'll do I'll work on getting more of the Strap Habit straps. I have quite a few of them, but I don't have all of them, so I'm going to get more. Was tempted to try the Baltony or San Martin from the 1111. Yeah, those are killer deals. It's hard to beat those deals. I would just go for it, man. Like they're really not that expensive. It's not hard to justify spending $100, $150, $200 on one of those. They're good watches. Strap Habit needs to do add a yellow black camo. I agree, Todd. Let's make that happen. I think we can make that happen. I have about 24 Strap Habit FKM straps. Almost all of them are plain black. Well played, James. Is that Greg's DLC Steinhardt? It is. It's right there. I need to do the video on it and then put it up for sale. That would look awesome with my Canopy Wake 1 Black DLC. Paul, I agree. Let me see here. Do I have it? Mr. Paul, you're looking at this right here. See, this is what I love about having the library. Paul can bring up something like that. Paul and I have not talked. He just said, hey, that would look really good on my Black Canopy Wake 1. And I just happen to have it just right here. Like, legit, you guys could probably name a watch. I don't want to throw this out there. I almost want to test you, but like not. But like, you could probably throw out a watch, and if you give me a second, I can probably go find it. It's ridiculous. So, but yeah, that's what it would look like, Paul. It does look good. I can highly recommend it. Yeah, definitely order this FKM strap for it. It is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. And if you go to one of my Strap Habit videos, there should be a discount code there, or I can't remember what we used. It might be random. I can't remember if we used random, just the word random. I can't remember what we used. I agree, James Duffy. I 100% agree with that. Tim says the code is random. So if I think that's right, let me know if it's not. If you go to the Strap Habit website and okay, Tim just used it yesterday. You use the code random and you'll get a discount. All right, hold on. Nick says calculator watch. Give me 1 second. I just knocked over things. It's fine. We're good. You guys are going to make me calculator watch. I need to do a state of collection video, but here you go, Nick. I have calculator watches. I have the gold one, and then, of course, I have the data bank. So there we go. Calculator watch. Needs to make a Random Arrive live chat. Bingo cards. Todd, that's a brilliant idea. That would be fun. I'm going to order right now. Good job, Paul. Use code RANDOM. The Strap Habit Tropic are big enough for an 8-inch wrist. Good to know, Mark. Good to know. I'm going to have so many watches to put away. I might have to have some more tea. That's awesome. 1 of 1. Will Carey, 1 of 1. Oh, 1 of 1. I know what Will Carey's saying. Hold on. I have a couple 1 of 1s. I can do 1 of 1. I have more 1 of 1s, but Will's talking about this guy here. This is the Notice Vault Retrospect. And I spec'd this out with Wes and Cullen a while ago. They, of course, did the yellow dial retrospect, but they had not done one with an orange minute hand. And they actually built this for me. I ended up selling it to Will Carey. And then Will, it's like both Will's and I's watches, but we'll keep it at my house sort of thing. But there's only one of these, and when they enter this watch into the vault, they promised never to make this variant again. Now, the other 1 of 1 I have, and it's a little less subtle, or it's more subtle, I guess? Yeah, more subtle, like most people wouldn't realize it. But Dorenzo never made this combination of the Eclipse. They only did the white dial with the stainless steel bezel. I talked Sergio into doing a black ceramic bezel insert onto the white dial. And he did it. As far as I know, he has not ever duplicated that. So this should also be a 1 of 1. And I think I have a couple other 1 of 1s. But those two are the ones that first came to mind. 200. Let's see. Well, I have, okay, so Long Island. Amazed you had the calculator, more amazed you were able to find them so fast. So, I mean, I can kind of show you. Like, if you go over here, I know it's a little bit of a mess, but a lot of my digital stuff is in those right there and right there. And then the rest of my watches are in the drawer system here. So Yeah, I'll be doing the state of the collection soon. Probably next week while I have some time off. Is the code random? How do you know what the code is? No, the code is random, Robert. RANDOM. Use that as the code. I have the Eclipse with the black bezel as well. It's a blue dial. I love it. Yes. Trying to read some comments while I'm waiting for you guys to comment. I'm going to pour myself a little more of this tea. I have some tea right here. I'm just going to pour some more tea. I still have some ice. So that would make this ice tea. Or tea with ice. I don't know, whatever. However that works. Numbered limited edition watches. So I have many of those. Tennessee Mike, I actually really like numbered limited edition. So let me grab, I'll just grab one numbered limited edition. Let me see what I can find. Well, I'm going to grab this one, Mike, because I know you also have one of these. This is a numbered limited edition. And what number do I have? I have number 278 of only 282. Okay, besides Zodiac. All right. I grabbed that one because you wore it today. Hold on. Let me grab a different numbered limited edition. Are you going to keep changing the rules? So here is a Borealis Random Rob limited edition. They only made 50 of these. Technically 51 because I had the proof. This is number 35. I have a few more of these. But my wife has one, which I can probably swipe that back because she's been wearing a Shinola more. And then I gave my son one. I think I accidentally gave my son the proof. So, yeah, this is numbered, and there's only 50 of them. I absolutely love this watch. Probably one of my favorite collabs that I've done. Until the Notice Deep comes out. That one is going to be freaking awesome. I'm so excited for that one. And that one, there's only going to be 100 of those. Paul says, Code Random does work. Just ordered red, black camo and blue, black camo for my Notice Glacier dial sector. Good. That's awesome. It would be fun. James says, it would be fun if there was a plugin for Discord for us to play collection-based games like bingo or poker with our collection. That would be hilarious. That would be fun to put something together like that. Ian says, when Momentum says they're shipping the CQ30 Eclipse in November, do they mean this November or next November? I know people are getting them. They're flowing in. Let me see where mine is here. Where the heck is mine? Oh, here it is. So you're talking about this guy here, the Momentum CQ30. I picked this up in San Francisco at the wind-up show, and I know it kind of pissed off a few people because they had some there, which makes sense. I mean, they're at the show. They got to pull some back and sell them at the show, and they sold them at the show. In my group, this thing's got some dings in it too. Pretty much took a run on it. I think we bought like 5 or 10 of these darn things. I know I picked up 2. Oh, the blacked out one. I really want to see that one. I don't have the blacked out one. I'm going to reach out to him tomorrow and see if I can get that one. I don't know when they're shipping, but man, that one's really cool. About 8 of us rushed the booth. Yeah, Tim, we like crushed it. Like seriously, I think we bought at least 10 or 12 of them. Joe Smoke just got his. That watch is sweet. Can't wait till they make the rainbow watch. Clean them out. Yeah, but I think what he's talking about is Momentum did a black case version of it, and I want that one too. I'd like to have both of them, so I'm going to reach out to him. Hopefully I can get one, I don't know, next year sometime. I don't know what the shipping time is on them or not. Andre says, can we get a limited edition Random Rob Tudor watch? I'm not really messing around with the luxury watches, so I would have to say no right now. I really love the micro brands. That's where my heart is. That's where my passion is. So I'm very happy with that. Paul says he's waiting on the Fair and Swit Miami Vice watch. So you're talking about the 2.0 though, right? You're not talking about... Paul, you're not talking about this one. You're talking about the 2.0, which is probably coming out soon. I need to reach out to the owner and ask him about that, because the new one is going to have... this is all pink, the grid, instead of the blue or mint or whatever this is, and it looks great. I cannot wait to add that one to the collection, so I'm super excited to get that one as well. I'm waiting for the... Okay, Wizzle says, yeah, plus your Random Rob logo look great on the case back. Yeah, so the Random Rob, and I think Fedora John asked about this. So this is my my logo, obviously, and I put it on this challenge coin. So these challenge coins, that's the other thing, and I forgot to mention that. When you join the... Do I have another one? Here's one that's laying down. When you join the Random Rob Discord, you're going to get one of these. So it's not focused very good, but it says random up there, and it's set at like 1010. It's thick. It's pretty thick. And then it has the Random Rob logo on the back. And this is kind of like the Seiko Monster shape and design and everything. And I even gave this and showed it to... Well, Tim, I haven't shipped any out. So a few people have them, but I haven't shipped any out. So I'm going to be getting these going here soon. I was hoping to meet up with people and hand them to them personally. I really like that. So I have these. I have a bunch of them, actually. For example, I have like... I have like bags and bags full of them. So everybody that joins the founder level Discord group will also get one of these challenge coins. And that's it. This, I'll show you when we turn the lights off. All this actually glows in the dark too. Yeah, I should hand deliver the coins on the Super Cub. I wish I had the time to do that. I would love to do that. Like, we joke about that, but I would love to do it. Paul says, I love most German brands. They are like the secret garden of fantastic watchmaking. You are dead spot on with that, man. What was I handling that was German made recently? What do I have here that's German? I know I have some German watches in here. Where are they? I don't know. I have some... Well, I have my Zen 104 in the... do I have a Dufa here? I don't think I have a Dufa here right now, do I? Maybe I do. I'm looking around, guys. Stand by. I know I have my Zen, but the Zen is like an easy choice. I think when you think German watches, there's a bunch of other ones that are kind of fly under the radar. The Mule Glusute, yeah, I had that. I don't have one of those in right now, but they're just phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal watches. And weirdly enough, the Vero that I picked up, Decalo is really good, Circular is really good. This Vero, for some reason, kind of, I think, gave me like the German watch vibes. Anonymous, yeah, Damasco, Younghand, Stova, all those are really good. This one, for some reason, seriously gave me like German vibes. It's clearly not, but Tennessee Mike has the Zen U50. I think he still has it. But this Vero Open Waters, definitely a good one to look at. About $800. So another one to potentially look at. I need someone to pick up my messes when I'm done with these. I need more space or a wider camera. Is any of this in Laco? Yeah. Todd says, Tennessee Mike, that is probably my next watch purchase after the new year. Will be the Zen. I'm more of a Damasco fanboy than I am Zen. I, of course, have the Zen 104. It's too iconic not to. More T. No. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm cutting back on the T. Where's Dane? Where is Dane? Dane, what are you doing? He's probably busy. You know what? Dane took a trip though with his Mustang to the Dragon's Tail. So I don't know if he's back from that yet or if he was. Yeah. So I hopefully he had a great time. I haven't talked to him. I meant to talk to him while he was on that trip. Will Carey says I'm going on another 6-month break. Will, I will not join you quite yet, but I would be willing to join you on that break. I think that would be a healthy choice for 6 months. I don't know. It's probably bad timing though. I don't know how you do it, man. You were really convicted on doing that. So, Fedora Jen says meaning a break from PVJ. I don't want to talk about like the drinking too much, but I definitely like to have a drink socially, like when I go to some of these events and stuff, and I have some big ones planned. I'm going to go to the DC District Time. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining us. I'm going to be at the DC District Time. I'll actually have my own booth. I'll have a spot. So if you're going to be at the DC District Time in March 2nd, 3rd, something like that, at the beginning of the year, I will be downstairs. Not the whole time. Obviously, I'm going to mingle and I'm going to be around everywhere. But I'll be downstairs, and we'll be able to check out some watches. We can hang out. I'm going to do some live streams. I'm going to do some videos, impromptu. Maybe I'll grab somebody. Bring me a drink in DC because I'll be downstairs in the dungeon. I'm going to need a tea or something. But yeah, I'll be down there, and if somebody's wearing something crazy interesting that just captures my attention, then I want to maybe do a quick video of that or something. So, I'm going to be involved. Yeah, Todd, yes. March 2nd and 3rd, DC District Time. I think it's got the same building. I talked to one of the main guys, the organizers, the Time Bum, and I'm going to be on the roster. I'm going to be part of the show. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then March, I'm bad with dates. I need a calendar. Let me see the calendar here. Hold on, bringing up calendar. How do I do year 24, March 22nd or March 23rd, I'm going to be in Atlanta at the Intersect show with Notice and all of the crew that are going to be there involved, and they did a really good show this last weekend. I talked to Wes about it. It was like a really cool show. Actually, Will Carey was there, and I think a few other people in the chat might have been there too, at the Intersect in L.A., I guess, or Long Beach, wherever the heck it was. They're going to be doing one in Atlanta, March 23rd, and I'll be at that one as well. Which means I won't make the San Francisco wind-up show. Michael, actually, I'll start that. I'll put up a list so we have early, so people can plan travel if they want to. So, yeah, Tim, I'll be doing DC, Atlanta, and then I don't think I'm going to do San Francisco wind-up unless somebody's going to full sponsor me, and then I might be able to do it, because that should be in April. But if somebody wants to full sponsor my travel to San Francisco, I'll go. Otherwise, I don't really plan on going to that one. And then Chicago wind up, I'll go to. That'll be in July. And then, of course, Tim said that. Tim, and maybe I get another sponsor and I go. Because that's what Mark at Islander Watch sponsored me to go to San Francisco last year. So we'll see. And then, where else am I going? Oh, and then so I'll go to Chicago. Just call Mark. I don't want to lean on him like that. Zao sponsor, no, because Alan's going to be doing Intersect and some other shows, and he's kind of East Coast. So I really think it'd be more appropriate if someone's going to have me come to San Francisco that it actually be a brand that's in California. So I don't know who it would be, or maybe it's not even a brand. I don't know. Maybe it's called TGV. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, don't get me started on that. So anyway, I'll do Chicago wind-up. I'll do New York wind-up. New York wind-up is in October. I'll be going to that again. This time, hopefully, I'll bring some family members. So I'm excited about that. Mitch, yes, I'll be doing the Mimo event. I might have to adjust the schedule on that because typically we do the last weekend. Oh my God, Tim. Tim, you just made my night. Yeah, I'll reach out to Barry's Watches and see if they'll sponsor me. Um, we need to have a Flippers Paradise at one of these booths. That would be funny. That would be funny. All right, you guys are too much. I can't take it. So I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I'll be at the New York Wind Up Show. I'm excited for that one. The Mimo, I usually do the last weekend in August, but I have my daughter. I'll be probably taking my daughter to college. She'll be wow. That's I'm starting to feel a little old. I got to take my baby girl off to college. That'll probably be right about the end of August. So I might have to either move Mimo's to earlier in August or into September. I haven't decided yet. I have to kind of put feelers out there and see what works for everybody else. So I suspect we'll probably be doing it earlier in August. I think that might work for most people. Todd says 2-minute warning. Thank you very much. I'm not really worried about it though. Oh my God, Fedora Giant, you have no idea. So I'm trying to seriously, I turned my 401k off. I mean, this is too much information. I realize that, but I've been drinking tea. But I turned my 401k off. I'm trying to pay down some debt, trying to prep for paying the tuition. So basically, I did this a couple of years ago. My wife and I, we really struggled, and we put our son through college for 4 years. And we are fully committed to doing the same thing for our daughter. So trying to manage the finances, and if any of you guys that are like what do you call it, like blue collar workers, like middle class, if any of you guys have struggled to put a kid through college, then you understand what I'm saying. It's full on commitment. All of your extra income goes to the tuition, and it's a burden that I'm proud that I'm able to accomplish. I absolutely yeah, Anonymous Watch Guy says college is a big money, and I still have loans. See, and I don't want my kids to have those loans. So if this is the one thing I can do for them, then that's what I want to do. So Fedora Gent says, Random Rob, when they're older, they'll take care of you, man. You're a good man. You're doing good. All right, I don't want to talk about too much because it's going to make me emotional. But Floridian, Randy, you and I hung out. You gave me some solid advice. I'm so glad I got to meet you in person and hang out with you. Yeah, a lot of you guys get it. Mark says, tell her to join the military, free college. That's even picking the college. I'm not going to guide my kids. I'm going to give them whatever opportunities. I need them to make some of those decisions, right? So, because they're the ones that are going to be putting in the work. Sure, I'm over here working 2 jobs full time to fund it, but they're the ones that have to do the school. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I graduated high school and I went right to work and did manual labor and worked outside and broke my body and stuff like that. So, these kids, the academics, the level of intelligence, I'm super proud of them. So, okay, Fedora John, I figured. I forgot that he had that drive, his 10-hour drive. It's super long, and yeah, so he's wiped out. So he has some well-deserved rest to do. MM10 says that's amazing. Listen, Michael, coming from you, I really appreciate that. You and I have had some very heart-to-heart conversations regarding sacrifices you've made and are currently making for your family. And much respect, brother. Much respect. I really appreciate that. I feel like what you've done is way more challenging than what I'm doing. James Duffy says, I had to put myself through college, and now I recklessly buy watches. Good for you, Mr. Duffy. Good for you, buddy. I can't wait to get out to California to hang out with you guys again. Some of the best hangouts I've had have been in California, even despite my sleeping on the bathroom floor in San Francisco every time. I need to go to San Francisco and not die. That would be great. Every time I go to San Francisco, I die. Mitch says you need to start taking a 15% rake on your. No, I'm not doing that on the Sunday Funday thing. Like it's because it's not. Yeah, Fedora Gent just says cut out the PB and J and it's covered. MMD says if they don't get scholarships, do 2-year college then transfer, save a ton. I don't know why, but I have this in my head, and maybe it's just the monkey brain kicking in. But and I love my kids, and I don't necessarily want them to leave, but I feel like that's part of the increased level of success if they can leave the home and go directly to a university and do 4 years at a university. I know my son pounded it out. He struggled with it. He worked very hard at it, and I'm very proud of him. And he failed a class or two, and he came home and he did a summer class. He earned it. So, and now he's doing great. So, Paul says, any good Black Friday deals on watches you know about? Paul, the best deals on watches are going to be before Thanksgiving on this channel. There's going to be see a lot of these watches right in front of you. Not all. Most of these watches are going to be for sale, as well as a ton of other ones that are off screen that are going to blow your mind with the prices. And they are going to be the best deals out there. So are they like the new release models and everything like that? No, but these are going to be amazing watches. Next time you come over, you'll have to meet my dog. Michael, your new pup looks so freaking cool and playful. Failure only counts if you don't get up from it. Very, very true. Mark says, yes, kids should go away to college, get them used to being on their own somewhat. I agree. It's like a kind of a soft, launch into adulting. James says, moving out to college was the best decision of my life. It is a boot camp for the real world. I don't know what boot camp's like or real world because I live in a fantasy, but I agree. Get them away from college. Learn how to make ends meet with a safety net. That's exactly it, right? Builds character. 100%. You guys get it. Send them away with ramen noodles and Spam. Now, and my daughter eats ramen noodles now. I haven't got her onto Spam yet. Currently, I am the only one in the family that eats Spam. I don't eat it on a regular basis. I only eat it when Michael sends it to me, which he sent me Spam at least once, maybe twice. Oh, James says Spam is expensive now. Dang it. I actually like Spam, but it's totally not good for me. And no, they never get off the payroll. You guys are funny. Spam is good eating. It totally is, man. I freaking love it. I legit just watched a documentary yesterday on YouTube about processed meats, like cold cuts and everything like that. I don't know if Spam was on there, but it doesn't bother me one bit the way that stuff is made. Fried bologna, fried Spam, all that stuff is so good. I'm simple. Have to move to treat. And no, Spam is not Celine Green. Go to Hawaii. Yeah, Braves. I still have not been to Hawaii. Maybe one day I'll go after 4 years of tuition. And I'll try some Hawaiian Spam. Sardines. I haven't gotten into sardines yet either. All right. I think we've gone long enough. Is there any last minute questions? And then clearly we need to do a loom shot. Hawaiian food with the Spam is great. Aren't they like Spam and then like peanut butter cups or something? There's the loom. Look at the loom. It is so good. Also, this is the challenge coin, guys. This is the Random Rob challenge coin. I loomed it. It is so freaking cool. So, I mean, isn't that worth joining the Discord alone just for that? It is so dang cool. So these will be going out soon. I'm going to slowly start mailing them out because it's super expensive to mail them out. I think I paid for how many of these I ordered, I paid like $1,400 for these already. Hey, Peter here is here. Just tuned in. I was out having lunch with the wife today, not Spam. Congrats to Peter, actually, just hitting 50,000 subscribers, and he was doing a giveaway. I think he completed that, but congrats to Peter. Much like I think my channel should probably be larger than it is, Peter's channel definitely should be larger than 50,000 subscribers. Go check out Peter's channel. I'll put a link down below to that channel as well as information regarding joining my private Discord. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video.